wanna run away. I think I'll go back to that place I stayed. Play on the server the TimeShot way.
Hello, people. It's Poet, and we're back on TimeShot. Now, as you guys may or may not know, I was actually surprised by the fact that some people didn't know, but some people didn't know that the world download for TimeShot, our current map, was ready for download and is at the Reddit right now. It's now, I have one episode to post before this one, and then this one, so it'll probably be like 4 or 5 days before you guys see this. That's 4 or 5 days that the world download has been out. But we have a lot to talk about today, so I'm not going to hang on that thought for a while, for too long, I mean. But basically, just go check out the world download on Reddit. It is on Reddit. If you don't know our Reddit account by now, it's reddit.com/r/TimeShot. And that's where you can get stuff like the... What? Is VBO's off again? No, it's on. What's going on? How come my render distance is so short? That should render in. There it is. Wow. Minecraft. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I'm actually uploading something right now. And I found that lately, especially with 1.8, it can really affect how things load in when your internet is being taxed. But anyway, check out that world download on the Reddit if you want to play around in this very world. I took a direct backup of our world, and that's what you guys got. So, like, this chicken will be there. That squid might be there if he didn't just spawn in. But, like, everything that's literally in this world will be there. This isn't like some weird world download type of weird thing that people do with world edit and stuff. No, that's the actual map you guys get. Kind of a sad moment, and why I'm here in this base is because this is, of course, Liam's base, and Liam is no longer a member of TimeShot. For that matter, he's no longer making videos on YouTube, which is why, and the only reason why he is no longer a member of TimeShot. There were some... Dave was trying to spread some rumors, I think, as to why he was really leaving. But no, it's just because he's going off to school and wants to dedicate his life to other things. And so, of course, he is no longer on the server anymore, which is really sad. I mean, I'm going to miss him very dearly. It sounds like he's dead. He's not dead. I'll still talk to him. I still talk to him often. But it'll be sad not to see his little Minecraft character around anymore. This is, of course, his base. I've been in here a number of times. It hasn't entirely been looted yet. Someone took... There was something there, I thought. Oh, no, this was there. Someone moved it. See how OCD I can be sometimes? I don't know if... Is it too soon to raid his base and loot him of all of his stuff? I don't know. Oh, I watched his last video. His last video on his channel, which was kind of a montage of all the different things that he's done. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's at youtube.com/2Ls, 2 I's, and A and an M. And you can see his last video, his montage video. And, you know, you could tell it meant a lot to him. And if you think it meant a lot to him, I mean, honestly, a lot of those videos in his montage I actually appeared in. So, you know, if it's anything... well, how can I say this? I'm welling up here. But you can tell how important it is to him, and equally so for me, because, like I said, I'm in most of those videos. My channel wouldn't be the same without him and without the content that he helped me create. So, dedicate this episode to Liam, I guess. So, yep. Last minute love, of course. He's obviously going to be keeping his channel up, I think. So you can still, of course, watch all those videos if you haven't. And even if you have, go take a look for memory's sake, maybe. I'm going to steal some Magnius bread here for a second. Oh, I always do that. I always rip off the lily pads. Always. There we go. Just need some bread. I could easily just take it from the thing, but I like at least replanting this, taking from here and replanting. That way I don't feel like I've stolen any wheat from him. But okay, so this episode's going to be about comments. That's right. It's kind of a couple different videos I watched in the last couple days sort of inspired me to make a video about comments. A lot of people dread the comments. I'm talking about YouTubers. A lot of them dread the comments, reading the comments, the hate that they get, or it's kind of the ugly place it can be. Oh yeah, I need to definitely start replenishing this, don't I? Oops. Shouldn't take as much as I have. Well, maybe I'll come down here one day with some bone meal and kind of try to at least add a few stacks in there. Anyway. And while we're talking about comments, I'm also going to be showing you guys kind of some of the stuff that you'll see if you download the world download right now. Including like the Nether hub and some of the stuff that I was working on that I didn't quite get to finish, but at the same time I worked on at my base, so we're going to be looking at all that. Let's start with the Nether hub, and then after we look at the Nether hub, I'll kind of get into the whole comment discussion. So here is the Nether hub. As you guys will see it, this is exactly as it is. I don't think anybody's made any other improvements since. And if you're looking for my base, of course, it's right down here. Because as we were talking about in the previous episode, my portal has to be like right there or something. So we combat it by jumping down and... Ouch! That hurt! I realize I don't have feather falling boots on. But that's where my portal is. Someone had put vines here, and I took them out because they were slowing me down, and I always had feather falling boots, but when I forget that I'm not wearing feather falling, that kind of hurt, that little fall. But look at this. This took a large group of people a lot of time. Now, this isn't just my build. I saw a couple comments saying, "Wow, Poet, you're such a great builder." This was mostly the design of Fabe and MK, the mock-up design. And then the base design was mostly done, I would say, by Codewing and maybe Fabe. And also Dave helped quite a bit. Even Jake helped out. MK did quite a bit of the extra work. And I had a share in some of the walls and stuff, but and some of these pillars at the beginning. But I didn't do that much. So credit where credit's due. Definitely share your thanks to everybody who helped out, not just me. And it's kind of cool the way that they put the purple glass to represent portals and stuff. We have gone to the end. That's kind of obvious, but you can see the dragon egg now at spawn. Valinaria's portal is lit up. I love how it looks like just a giant black bordered portal. Really cool. Anyway, let's get to my base. So, thrilled about this. Oh, if you're on the world download and you want to go outside of our Nether hub for whatever reason, I did make a little kind of a secret exit right here. This is on the left side as you come out of the spawn portal. If you break these 2 blocks, you can get outside. I covered them up just so guests couldn't by freaky chance shoot in. But yeah, let's get to our portal. Let's talk about those comments. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about comments, and kind of it's the good, the bad, and the ugly side of YouTube, and for that matter, any website, is because of 2 videos. Now, one video was done by a developer of a video game, an indie game. I'm really pathetic, and I have no idea what his name is anymore. And I didn't, of course, write it down or anything like that. But it was a developer of an indie game whose game was featured on that Kotaku website for different tech and video games and stuff like that. And proud moment in any developer's life. But of course, he saw the comments and it inspired him to reply. And that, of course, gets ugly. He made a parody song. He sang a song about kind of the evil ways of the comments section. And it was kind of, that first video was sort of inspiring me as to like, yeah, okay, I can talk about comments and how there definitely is an ugly side to them. And then the other video I just happened upon by chance. And the reason I happened upon it was actually because of a viewer on Facebook. Now, I don't go on Facebook. You guys know this. The only reason I go on Facebook is to play Jurassic Park Builder. Recently, I had to delete over 2,000, more like 2,500 friends on Facebook so that the Jurassic Park Builder game could work. Really lame thing to have to do. But while I was kind of looking at all the lovely faces of the people who I was deleting, I happened to see someone had liked a video, or shared a video, I should say. Shared it, and it was a PewDiePie video. So I watched it. I usually don't, but the title caught my eye. And the title was something like, and this is of course not verbatim again, something like "I'm disabling comments forever," or "Goodbye comments forever," or something like that. So I read it, or I watched it, and it was actually PewDiePie thanking everybody for 30 million subscribers, which is, here I just reached 100,000. I think that's like life achievement number 2. Number 1 was paying off my student loan, which I did earlier this month as kind of a birthday present to myself. And number 2 was reaching 100,000 subscribers, which was something that I never thought I'd do in life. But 30 million? 30 million? Like, that's, like he said in his video, there are actually countries that are smaller in population. A lot of countries. So I thought that was kind of crazy. But the latter part of the video, he was speaking about his comment section and how he disabled it. Here we have the biggest person on YouTube, bar none. I don't think there's anybody who even comes close to his numbers. And he disabled his comment section. You'd think that would say something to the community. That would say something to the YouTube community as a whole. Like, hey, wait a minute, guys. Maybe we should think about the way that we comment and the things that we comment and kind of reevaluate if the top subscribed guy is disabling comments because of the things that we're saying. So he listed a few reasons in he was kind of vague about it, purposefully, I think. But he did list a few reasons why he might have disabled them. One being people sending hate, people arguing to each other, people advertising their own channels, please subscribe to me, and all the spam that's related to YouTube videos and stuff like that. Advertisements and product placements that crappy bots try to put into the descriptions of videos and stuff. He didn't like any of that, so that's why he disabled comments. But you could tell, the way that he said it is that, he went on vacation, and maybe that was time for him to reflect. Time away. He does the videos for you guys, just like I do my videos for you guys. And when he came back from vacation, he kind of looked at his comment section and realized, you know what, the love that was there before, maybe that he saw when he was a smaller channel, I don't know, but the love was no longer there, and that it had been replaced largely by all of that I mentioned, like the spam, the arguing, channel advertising, and the like. So he disabled his comments. I know that in the past, the Yogscast, I don't know if they still do, I haven't seriously been on their channel for like a year and a half. But Simon and Lewis, Yogscast Simon and Lewis, they disabled the comments on their channel for a long time. because of people actually impersonating them and pretending to be them. With Google's renaming policy, you could make your channel look like however you wanted before those little verification check marks appeared. So they disabled their comments because they absolutely couldn't stand the thought that people would be kind of misrepresenting them. And I know how that would feel. I've had people in the past impersonate me, and it is a crummy feeling. It is really, really... you feel like garbage when someone comes up to you, or you catch someone doing it. Like, I've heard of people going on servers, and especially like fossils and archaeology servers, because I have a fossils and archaeology series. That would be the most popular, of course, server for me to join, right? Well, I have said in the past that I will never join a fossils and archaeology server again. And the main reason was because I went onto a server once, and the moderators of the server were actually harassing me, and I was trying to just play the game and kind of hang out with people, and the moderators thought it would be funny to teleport me hundreds of blocks in the air in the middle of nowhere and watch me fall and get frustrated and lose all my stuff. When I was just kind of trying to hang out with people and, play on a public server. So obviously, this is why we can't have nice things. I made a statement then that I would never go onto a public server again. And I haven't. But then I hear from people. I hear from fans. Hey, Poet, I saw you on this server. And I'll say, nope, it was not me. And they said, oh, but they had your name. It was this fossils and archaeology server. Then I found out that people were actually moderators and admins and stuff who could change their usernames. Or if it's a hacked client server, you can log in with whatever username you want. You could even log in as Notch if you wanted. People were logging in as me and were saying really rude and terrible things to people, pretending to be me, and that really grinds my gears. If I found out that someone was doing that on YouTube, it would probably be grounds for me to disable my comments as well, to kind of teach people a lesson, but I don't know. Is it going too far? It's hard to say. Anyway, I'm going to take a break from that conversation right now and just show you guys kind of what I've been doing, because I'm just bouncing around. I'm waiting for myself to finish the thought so I can show you guys. That's why I'm bouncing around. But here I have done kind of a mage's temple. It has 4 claws at the top. But it's not done yet, and I really, really, really wish I had more time. It really sucked kind of this world download because... the timing of it, I mean, not the world download itself. But the timing of it was kind of bad because I happened to be... like, these were the last 5 days were just so busy for me. I had so much to do in both real life and on my internet life. My recording career and everything like that. That it was just so hard to get on here and build as much as I wanted to. So I wanted to finish this. So this main portion is done, I think. I like the Prisma... what is it called? What are these called again? Oops. What are you called? Prismarine. I love the way that they look. Simply because they're different, and I like the aqua color. There isn't really another aqua colored block like that. I like cyan color. If you guys, that's a throwback right to Red Cube Season 1. I made my entire roof in that cyan, but the real color that I would have loved to have had was that. So now that we can have that, I've definitely made a few trips to the Ocean Monument. It's why I now have 21 deaths. But I really love building with that. I finished the little purple glowstone lighting on the sides. And what I was going to finish was going to be a giant sphere that would be on top. About 20 blocks wide. So it would probably be from about... well, this whole structure is about between 14 and 16 blocks long, I think. So 20 would be probably about the entire encompassing area of it. And what I want is a giant sphere with lighting inside of it. So basically you'd have... How can I model this even? I can maybe model it with a... I don't have any blocks or anything. Just picture a sphere and then cut out the midsection of all sides of it in like a giant plus. So make the Xbox logo, essentially, is what I'm saying. Make the Xbox logo and make it glowing with these prismarine sea lanterns. So you need the prismarine crystals, which I've got quite a few of. You can make some more. Now let's see, how do we do this again? It's like that, I think. Nope. Nope. What is it now? Maybe I'm not right here. Is it like that and then these in the corners? Yeah, there we go. Had it backwards, that's all. So I can make probably 5 of them right now. Yeah, probably 5 will be my max. Bam. So now that gives me 10, but I'll need way more. And that's why me and Huck actually started digging out the ocean monument to make a guardian farm. And I'm working on it. But anyway, that's yet to come. I'll just quickly zoom down here. Of course, these have been kind of finished. I'm still going to do some kind of a top to it. And maybe something off to the sides. Give it a little bit more texture. I like the way that this looks, though. And there's fire on top. You can hear it. I'm sure you've seen it. But this fire on top as well. Kind of cool. These stairs, I wish I could have finished, but I kind of gave up at that point. I have no ideas for them, so I kind of left them as they are. Put in just some crude lighting. Didn't really care for it, but that's another work in progress. We got lots of works in progress here. Okay. What else? Oh yes, all these towers have been finished. The little pillars. I finished those last minute. And I started converting all the cobblestone up here into smooth stone, which took a lot more resources and time than I thought it would. And so where I could have been building, this took up a lot of my time, unfortunately. The other bits of time were spent, you saw this one here was all built. Well, now I've done this side here as well. Oh, that took a long time. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. I really wanted to get the entire underside finished here, the underside of this bridge, but just doing this took about an hour, I think. Just kind of having to get the design right and pillaring, and the most part of the time was gathering the resources, because literally all of my stone was taken. Taken by me, not stolen, but taken and used in the hub, the Nether hub. So I think what you see here for cobblestone is all that I have, and that's just what I gathered before the world download. And I was really, really running out of resources. In fact, I'm still kind of out of resources right now. So I might take... Oops, that's gravel. Might take all this back. That too, that too. Actually, these can all stay. The stone. And here. I'm going to take those. Get maybe 13 more. I don't have my fortune pick anymore. I lost it at the old Wither battle. But I don't really care right now. Take this. And we're going to cook up that stone. Just to give us some resources. But that's about all that I finished. The main part of the world download is, of course, the Nether hub. And I did finish a few odd projects here and there for you guys to see. So that's something. But anyway, back to the comments discussion. Welcome back to comments discussion. My channel has kind of been fortunate, is sort of the right word, I think. In that I don't really have bad comments often. Every single day I do, and I would say that I ban between 2 and 3 people every single day from commenting on my channel. Because I do have sort of a strict policy on using language or being rude to others and things like that. So essentially, if I see you in the comments telling someone off for whatever reason, chances are I will ban you from being able to comment on my channel. And that's kind of a decision that I made a long time ago, and I've sort of just been kind of going along with for a while, is I don't tolerate that kind of stuff, you know? I don't want to promote rudeness, of course not in my videos, and also in my comment section. So, you know, the comment section in general could be seen by any number of people. I want my content to be kind of family friendly as much as possible. You know, I can't speak for other people when I'm in a collaboration with them, but, you know, collaborations aside, I try to put disclaimers where I can when I know the content's going to be vulgar, or to kind of just let you guys use your own discretion. You know, if you see it, you don't have to watch that content, but if it was up to me, if it was my decision, I wouldn't have it. And I like to also kind of present that I like to present that inside of my comment section as well. So I like keeping that clean. And I've put a disclaimer on the about section of my YouTube channel that, you know, if I see you being vulgar or using language or whatever, then I'll probably ban you from commenting. Especially if it's being rude to other people. Like, if I kind of get the gist of what you're saying and kind of believe that you're just being, you know, typical teenager, typical, what are you typical for being? You know, for the generation of today, I know uses language a lot more than they probably should, but if I kind of get the idea that that's just kind of you're doing it out of habit, probably won't ban you. But if you're using language and you're like telling someone off, calling them names, suggesting that their comment is terrible and yours is amazing, or, you know, bigotry, things like that, questioning people's intelligence for the comments that they make, you know, being hurtful, then I will ban you, and I won't even give you a warning. I'll straight up ban you. And I've even had people coming to me in the past and saying to me, "Hey, Poet, why did you ban me from your channel? Can you unban me?" And I'll say no. I'm sorry, but no. You know, I don't remember why. I don't remember why I banned you. But I'm sure that whatever the reason was, it was important enough to me that I banned you for it. And I don't generally do ban people for really meaningless things. It had to be something that was fairly extreme in a way to be banned on my channel. Wow, that guy went flying. Let's see, I just need some wood for a boat. I'm going to go to the ocean monument if you can't tell where I'm kind of headed here. This needs to be that on the bar. And a boat. There we go. But yeah, apart from the odd person that I have to ban, apart from the odd comment that's kind of hurtful, or I can see some kind of a hate involved in it, I've been pretty fortunate not to get completely spammed to death or have a whole bunch of people kind of broadcasting their channel. Please subscribe to my channel. I will sub back. I have in the past actually banned people for that as well, but even then, nowadays usually I just kind of let those slide. There's another water ocean monument right here somewhere. Guardians only spawn at ocean monuments, but I cannot see, like I'm looking at the ground right now, and I can't see the ocean monument where it might be here. Right here. But there is one there. Apparently Code downloaded one of the world downloads, and he flew out over here in 1.8, and he saw apparently an ocean monument right there, but I can't see it above ground. It's very odd. It's very odd that I can't see it above ground. But it's clearly there, because there's a whole bunch of Guardians there. The ocean monument that I've started to clear out, though, is this one right here, which you can see right away. No denying that that's an ocean monument. Definitely don't see that over there, so I don't know where it is. It's hidden. But anyway. My comments have been pretty good. And I actually do still, to this day, some people kind of find it hard to believe, but I still do, to this day, read every single comment that I get. And I remember thinking way back in the day, I would watch some YouTubers who would have in the 50,000 subscriber range and up, who would get lots and lots and lots of comments on their videos. And I thought to myself, no, there's no way that they can still possibly read all of their comments. Because, you know, I'm a small YouTuber with 100 subs, and I can barely catch up and read them all some days. That's true. It's difficult to do. It's very tough. But I still do it. It just takes a long time. Ooh, we're getting some lag here. And I'm getting some drown there as well. Let me go back. I'm going to make some doors. This is kind of how I did it. This room is not actually the one that I'm talking about. You'll see in a second what I dug out with Huck. Let's see here. If I dig that out, I gotta have to go like, nope. Placed it in the wrong spot. The water's pushing me though. It's hard to place blocks. I can hear those crappy Guardians already. There we go. That's weird, isn't it? Let's do this. And then like that. Now if we dig that out, oh, it still fills up right away because of the other side blocks. That's fine. See if I can break that. Yep. There we go. Just to collect some of that prismarine. I know that with a fortune pick, of course, it would give me more. But YOLO. Here's what I've been working on with Huck. Underneath the ocean monument, there's a giant room. This is probably still... This has gone pretty far. You can kind of see if I step out here how far we went. Oh yeah, come say hi, Guardian. There he is over there. I kind of tried my best. Ooh, they're focusing their lasers on me. Charging their lasers. Charging my lasers. There's a random door out there. But underneath the ocean monument is a great place to do kind of a spawner drop location. So what I might do is start digging downwards now and then create a long drop for them. I don't know how long they have to drop. Maybe something the same as like an Enderman. So I think that's like 42 blocks, and I'm already at, where am I here? the Y level is already at like 36, so it might not even be possible. What I could do instead... Yeah, what I'll probably do instead is what I've seen online before is people make millions of iron golems here. And the iron golems go ahead and kind of kill the guardians. Put a bunch of hoppers down here. And then when you're in the area, you can kind of just AFK and the guardians will die and will fill your hoppers with amazing things like those prismarine crystals and stuff. So, that's what I think that I'm going to be working on. Kind of exciting. I haven't ever made a farm myself before, really, so this will kind of be my first, we'll say. I do want some gravel, and I do want some cobblestone, so it's kind of good that I'm digging all this out. But anyway, back to the comments. Back to the comments. I actually really appreciate the good comments that I do get. Like I said, I found it very hard to believe in the past that bigger YouTubers could still keep up with all their comments. I think that largely, surprisingly, I hate giving YouTube any credit, because usually I'm on the side of ranting about them, but credit where credit's due, their new commenting system made it really, really, really easy to read every single comment that I get. And, you know, it did take quite a bit of getting used to their new comment system, and especially in the beginning when a lot of the comments were getting lost, or even still in cases where I can't reply to comments sometimes because of a person's privacy settings or whatever. It still can be kind of frustrating, but largely it's made it easier for me to keep up with you guys, because I do get hundreds of comments every day, and it can be quite daunting. But sometimes I'll do it over a cup of coffee. Sometimes I'll do it kind of just while I'm waiting for something to transfer to my rendering server or something. You know, there's always time in the day that I take to read comments. And I always appreciate the great comments that you guys give me. I think in the beginning, hateful comments, hurtful comments, disrespectful comments of that nature, you know, that kind of thing that just tries to bring you down, the trolls out there. In the beginning, they were definitely a lot more affecting on me than they are now. You kind of learn to grow thicker skin, but I already had pretty thick skin. I know that a friend of mine, with her videos, it really, really, really affects her. And to the point where if she gets 20 good comments, but this is also her depression, but she'll get 20 good comments and think, you know, oh, that's great. Get one bad comment, and it'll take her mood all the way down, and she'll want to pull the videos, want to stop doing YouTube videos, and like to that extreme. That's depression speaking. When someone doesn't think highly of themselves, and you have some troll out there also making waves like that, it can be kind of hard for some people to take. But for me personally, luckily I kind of now especially glaze over them so much. Like if someone tries to tell me off, or tell me that I'm an idiot, or tell me that I'm ugly, or tell me that they hate my laugh, or tell me that I'm boring, or tell me, you know, anything that's only said to bring you down, I don't let that affect me even slightly. And I think that's kind of something to keep in mind, you know, for those YouTubers out there who are doing videos and are kind of wondering how people deal with some of these comments, and maybe, hey, maybe disabling your comments is the right thing to do. And for some people, I would actually even say, yeah, disable your comments. You know, it depends on the situation. You know, especially if something's happened, if something was leaked on the internet that maybe you didn't want to be on the internet, maybe something embarrassing you said, or some kind of a troll that just wants to bring you down. If something like that's happened, then of course for your own privacy reasons, that's good enough reason for me to disable comments, kind of thing. But for the most part, I would say that you just kind of have to keep your head up high, keep your chin up, and don't take anything personally. Nobody can truly say that they know you, just like I can say nobody truly knows me. You guys know a portion of me, the portion of me that I present myself as on the internet. Now, of course, I try to be as true to myself as possible, but I'm sure that if you were to talk to me in person, the way that I talk, the way that I act, and things like that would probably differ than how I act online, just naturally, When I do videos like this, it's to entertain. And sometimes real life isn't that entertaining. So, I keep that in mind. I try to be as confident as possible. I said this in my 100,000 subscriber Q&A special that, confidence was always kind of a problem for me when I was growing up. And I've tried my best to sort of make the best out of it over the years. Sometimes it's still hard in person. So I can't claim for a second that I'm the same person in real life as I am online. And where am I going with that? Just kind of to say that, you don't know who I am. You don't know quite how the comments will affect me. But at the same time, on that same note, you might think that it'll affect me, and you might be trying to troll me in that way, when really it has no bearing on my life or what I do in life. I will sleep at night, will you? It's kind of the way that I look at it. Because yeah, I am able to rest easy knowing that, today I made a video, and I've had enough of these comments telling me that my video made their day to know that, yeah, I improved someone's day, possibly, with the video that I made. I can rest easy knowing that. If you're leaving hurtful comments or comments that are kind of not very becoming of you as a person, how do you rest easy at night? Oh, ouch! I just saw that at the last second. That love beam, shiawase beam, as the Japanese pop singers always sing about. Woo! Hello, fishy. Alright, this is a scary place. I'm not going to be here anymore. Get me through. Yikes, wrong door. That is not the right door. That's the right door. Yeah, I love these blocks, so I collect as many as I can. But it's difficult, because the water is, of course, everywhere. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, it didn't do that much damage. Should put a trapdoor there or something, though. But let's see. I think that I'm kind of done that talk. I'd like to hear your opinions in the comments about what you guys think about the kind of the way that YouTube comments are these days, What do you guys think when you see those comments? What do you guys think when... Oh man, that was really dumb of me to do. Now, how am I gonna... Uh-oh. There we go. What do you guys think about YouTube comments in general, and do you yourself try to make YouTube a better place by making good comments? I actually saw a video. Okay, here's a fact. Before I end off this video, here is a fact. That comment first, when people say first, and they post it because they may have seen the video before anyone. They just so happen to hit the comment button before anyone else. They write the word first, you can look back to the very first video that I ever did. You can look back as far back as you want, and you will never see someone saying first. The reason is that because from the very first time I ever made YouTube videos, all the way to today even, I delete each and every single comment that says first. In fact, I can just about guarantee you that I will probably delete 2 or 3 in this very video. Maybe more. Especially now that I've mentioned it, there are going to be people who try to think, haha, I'm going to be funny. So I'm going to say first, and then I'm going to say something, and he's going to read it. And so now I know for a fact that he's going to read my comment. And even though I said first, I mean, it was just a joke. Blah, 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 blah. Right? I've already told you guys that I do read all the comments. Saying first to get my attention, or saying something like that, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. But I have always deleted those comments. And the reason I bring that up is just kind of to show you guys, you know, I like keeping my comment section clean, and I think that you guys are better than that. I think that you guys have more intelligence than that, you know? I think that the content that anybody creates online, whether it's a 30-second video or a 30-minute video, they all deserve more than just a quick first, didn't even watch the video, all you want to do is brag that you got your first comment. And I don't know, that's just, I think that you guys could be better than that. And I had a comment the other day, and essentially what it said was, I know, Poet, that you hate this when people do this, but don't blame me, blame the site. You know, blame YouTube, essentially. Don't blame me for making this first comment. This is actually what this comment said. Was essentially, it was like, first, don't blame me, blame the site you're on, or something like that. Actually, it was probably spelt wrong, like you're on. But that bothered me, because it's not the site I'm on. The site I'm on has nothing to do with you saying that you're first. That's completely separate. 2 different things. So that really offended me. I think the comments can be a great place. It's a huge place for interacting with fans. It really does motivate YouTubers. Me personally, definitely. But other people I've talked to, it motivates them as well when they get really nice, touching comments. That's what the site should be about. Not about being first. Not about spamming your channel. Not about hating other people or telling them what you think about them. Ooh, scary place down there. This is going to be our ender farm, by the way. Exciting! But yeah, that's what YouTube comments should be about. Make YouTube a better place. So what I would suggest you guys do, this will kind of be another one of those special projects, is go out to a random channel that you find. Just a random channel. Can be completely random. Can be a guy with... Actually, it means probably a lot more to the guy with 20 subscribers than it means to the guy with 2 million subscribers. But either is fine. Whatever you guys wish. Whatever you guys want. What I would suggest you guys do is go to a random channel. The little guys appreciate it quite a bit, but I know the bigger guys do too. And just leave a nice comment for them. Compliment them on the way their hair looks. Compliment them on how funny their video was. Or that you found it interesting. or that they made your day. You know, nothing makes my day more than when I learn that I've made someone else's day. You know, when I get that comment, when I'm feeling a little bit grumpy, when I'm feeling a little bit down, and I get that comment saying to me, "Hey, Poet, I just wanted to thank you for doing what you do," that makes my day. And I know that it would make other people's day as well. So that's my project for you guys. Again, I've said this before. I said this for, I think, Best in Slots channel when there was that whole huge comment war. Is, you know, go and leave a nice comment for someone. It makes people's day. You know, I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking that you donate anything but your time. And it's still charity, you know? Go and make someone happy by leaving a nice comment on a random channel. Or maybe not random, maybe it's someone you follow. But go leave that nice comment. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Share this video on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe if you haven't already, and do all those other awesome things people do. And we'll see you next time on TimeShot. Bye-bye.